Hello, Internet. Welcome back to our Tower Rat series. Apartment Rat? Whatever. I don't know. We're back, and I got a ton of errors after updating my game. It looks like somebody messed up some of the nuts in the game. So if you know, in the game, I think you had to shell nuts previously, but now it's updated where you don't have to shell nuts. Now it's it's something else now. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't often come across nuts in the game, and when I do, they're usually in those little packages on people, like shelled peanuts and stuff like that. So, not a super concern to me. Looks like, and I just said nuts about 100 times, which makes me uncomfortable. So, gonna move on. I see we're peckish and thirsty. It is a couple days since I played. I don't really remember what we were doing or what we've accomplished. Did we ever make a sledgehammer? Sledge. Nothing. Okay. Maybe we should use the look menu instead. Sledge. Nothing. So, I might have left it downstairs. Well, regardless, probably going to eat something. Where's our weight at? We are overweight. But we've been teetering on the brink of overweight and not overweight, so I'm not really worried about that. Good Lord, this list. Microwave burrito contains dairy. So in spite of its short remainder of time, we're not going to eat that. Oh, my stomach just turned on me in real life. I've been very, very sick lately, and it's really bothering me. Last couple of days, in addition to my prolific mental health problems, which we've been talking about, I also have some physical problems that are pretty severe at times. I don't know how much people actually want to hear about stuff like that. I know some people hear like, oh, he has troubles with his guts and bowels, and they get all like huffy about how that's not, oh, you don't talk about that in polite company. It's like, well, it is a medical condition though. We'll eat these scraps of meat just for a few calories. We're still peckish. That's fine. I think when we drink something, it will probably stop being peckish. We're going to go to bed anyway. Why don't we have a little beer? Let's not have beer. Let's be classy. Let's have some Cabernet. Be a little fancy. A little bit of Cabernet. We also need water, of course, to drink. I see not clean water. Do we have clean water? We do. It's right there. Okay. And now we are full and slaked. It is daylight. Maybe we'll explore again in this episode. This little town doesn't have much left that I really want to get to. At present, I would love to push out into different towns. We never secured... What are the W's? Public Works. Public Works. So what I was thinking is it would be really nice to find some books. And then if we weren't... Because I was thinking about the locations in the town. I was like, man, I really wish there was a library here. But I didn't see one. Oh, there's literally a bookstore right here. Let's look. Are there other bookstores? Just the one. Are there... Exit that, please. Are there any libraries? No libraries. Okay, so the bookstore can definitely be something we should check out. Because I was thinking about, we want a vehicle, but in order to get like most of what we would need for a vehicle to repair and get it in good condition, let's close this. I don't know if that light matters or not. We would need a welder, and we can make a makeshift welder, but we only have, I think, one medium battery, and I don't know what the charge drain looks like for that kind of stuff. So what I was thinking is it would be nice to find a proper welder, which we might actually find in the public works. And then barring that, I thought, well, if we raised our electronics, we could get a vehicle recharging station set up, or maybe even make a vehicle welder. And then it wouldn't matter because we just load up solar panels and stuff on a vehicle for pretty minimal charges and then let that charge everything over time. But I did some Googling, and it looks like they both require... I don't know what the vehicle welder actually requires, but I know that the vehicle charging station... Let's look at our messages. Did we sleep? You wake up. Okay. Still daylight, though. Oh, sun should be going down any minute. I don't know what the vehicle welder actually requires, but the recharging station requires electronics 6, and we definitely do not have that. We have electronics 2, And I was looking at recipes for electronics, thinking we could grind the skill levels. But there's really nothing that is super easy for us because we don't have a soldering iron. We can make a soldering iron. This requires jumper cables. Electrolysis kit. Instead of wiring and electrodes for applying a direct current, usually to a liquid useful for crafting. I have no idea what we would need that for. Presumably we need that for crafting. But I don't want to waste jumper cables like that. I mean, I guess we're not using them for anything else. But anyway, so there's only a couple things. If we look here where it says 2 of 2, that means we have a skill of 2 and it requires a skill of 2 and so would be likely to level us up. Here it says 1, which means this would not be able to level us up. And then that's really it. We only have these few recipes that would level us. I think concentrated acid also levels us. But we're not going to blow our batteries. Oh, we do have 2 medium batteries. Or do we have 4? Where are our batteries? We do. We have 3 medium batteries. That could potentially be enough charges. They have 500 charges each. That would potentially be enough to fix up a small vehicle. I do think we want to grind electronics, though, and I think in this episode maybe we'll head out to the library. Where was the library? Liquor store and a library. Abandoned storefront would be empty. Restaurant would be valuable. I think this is the other gun store. Yeah, so we'll head out here and we'll try to gather up some stuff. The bookstore is probably priority number 1, followed by the gun shop, and then if we have space in the wheelbarrow and on our person, we'll hit some of these other nearby things, maybe. I'm a little worried about pushing out so far from where we've been, because there could be potentially quite a lot of zombies between there and us. But actually, in the last episode, I think we were way over here, so we weren't that far away. But regardless, this is boring, so we're gonna prepare to head out. I guess we ought to eat something before we leave, just to have something in our belly. Still slaked, though, which is interesting. Why don't we just eat something that's already unfrozen, uncooked, whatever. Anything perishable. 2 days on the lunch meats. Yeah, they're not gonna mean so much to us. I guess we could have made meat sandwiches because we have cornbread somewhere, but they're gonna go bad. But I really don't want to pour a ton of calories into us. Got to cook that TV dinner, if I remember. Sweet sausage goes bad in 2 days. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, we eat one of those because I don't want to waste such a high value calorie food. Anyway, were we talking about something? I don't think we were. Oh, well, me being sick, I guess. Oh, we can't go this way. Well, we'll just leave it. Let's check. Did we finish? We didn't. It's partially crafted. Let's work on our craft until the sun goes down. We do want the sledgehammer. It will be valuable over time. Yeah, my sickness, I have some breathing problems, which is, certainly going to be connected to my smoking. And can't really blame anyone for that. That's pretty much all on me. And probably also partially due to my weight. Why don't we come down here? Because I am overweight. I went to the doctor yesterday morning, which is a nightmare because I work at night and I had to get up at 9. Basically, because the appointment was at 9, I didn't go to bed until like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I usually go to bed around 6 in the morning. So that was a real hassle. But that's what happens when you work at night. When we turn safe mode on. Oh, it is on. And I think I was like 248 when they weighed me and they took my blood pressure. Blood pressure was a little low. It always kind of is a little low. They said it's not a big deal as long as I don't feel lightheaded or feel like I'm going to pass out or anything, which I don't. Usually when I feel like I'm going to pass out, it's because of mental health stuff. Like I talked about seeing my stepdad. I was having a panic attack and I thought I was going to pass out. But that's different. So a little bit of low blood pressure, and I'm about 248. I'm somewhere around 6 foot, 6'1", so it's not like I'm Please don't hit my cart. So it's not like I'm crazy overweight, but I'm definitely chubby at this point. A little overweight. Heaviest I've ever been in my life. Got to start exercising more. It's just I'm so lazy. So part of it's laziness, and part of it is like when I'm at home, I kind of just want to record or edit or whatever. And so the idea of, oh, well, why would I go and work out when I'm just, it's, you know, it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm going to go sweat my balls off for no noticeable effect, you know, and not get any work done. Man, there's a lot of feral runners lately. I think since they updated the monster evolutions, these must be one of the, I mean, obviously they made it into the low tier lists. And so they're spawning a lot. Seen a lot more kids since that update as well. No, I don't think it's going to get close enough. Yeah, in the time that it takes us to smash. Peanut butter candy, I guess. Double crawlers. We got a bite at some point. Not really worried about it. We got to stop fighting these things, though. There's really no reason for us to be fighting when we could be evading. It's just when I saw the feral runners, I stopped because I knew they would catch up and tear up our clothing. Please ignore. Ignore. Where are we even at? We need to go 2 to the left. So let's see if we can cross the road. A lot of shockers lately. Shockers seem to be like the top end of the basic zombies. Well, this makes me nervous. Although they did change... Oh, it's a little field. They did change the landmines. They don't spawn anymore. They only spawn at bridges now, which I don't like. I actually liked when they were kind of everywhere. Oh, there's not going to be an exit here. Go around. What does this say? Kittery Community Garden. Okay, so I gotta remember that community gardens are actually like plots of food. So it looks like that shocker is actually exactly where we want to go, which is a little bit of a pain. It vanished from sight. Man, 3 shockers in the span of a couple blocks. We do have the shotgun. I just would really rather not. Because we're not... Oh, because there's a sewer here somewhere, isn't there? No? Maybe from the radio station they were wandering around. Electronics store would be good as well. They might have some books. Why don't we head north to do that? I really don't want to kill the shockers because we're not in a position to butcher them for CBMs. So we would want to save them until such a time that we were able to... Sorry about the mouse cursor, I always forget. Quite a lot of them there. There's a solar vehicle. This should be the electronics shop. Oh, you're in here? Oh, come on. This is a problem. Because the sounds of combat. Why are you... Okay. I was gonna get in and quickly just try to grab some stuff. I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're just gonna leave. Something died nearby. Firefighter. Man, shockers. Come towards the giant wasp. Okay. I have no idea why there would be a wasp this far in a city. But you guys go ahead and... You go ahead and fight, duke it out. I'm gonna go try to find a bookstore. Man. Really? Really? This thing's gonna tear us up real bad. Poisoned. Makes us less combat or capable. Please be the bookstore. I really don't feel like wandering around. This is not a bookstore. It is a bookstore. Why is there scissors? Okay. Friendly, humane fashion. Sure. We're going to take basically every book. Ooh, electronic circuit theory is very good because it could enable us to raise our electronics, which is what we were talking about. We're just going to grab and sort through these books. SICP, Structures and Interpretation. I guess that's a computer book. We drop basically everything. These grapes have rotted. It's unfortunate. Forgot we had night vision goggles. We definitely want to throw those on when we head back out. Probably could have saved us some grief with those runners. Why don't we... They're still at 100% charge. Why don't we just wear them? Who cares? There we go. Grab these. See another wasp and a whole mess of corpses. We're not gonna smash the window because it would make... Where are you all coming from? Maybe from one of the gardens? I literally cannot think of anywhere they would be coming from. Another hardware store? I genuinely don't know where the wasps would be coming from. I was going to go out and pulp all those corpses. And despite our good weapon, I never put on any of the firefighter gear, really. Just the helmet. So, like, we're not in a great position to be fighting wasps with their ultra high penetration and everything. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Oh, so I have some physical problems. I have some gastrointestinal issues. Seems like no matter what I eat, I become very nauseous and sick. And, you know, been to the doctor. They've done tests. They've taken blood samples. They've taken other samples that I never want to discuss. And they basically came back and they were like, hey, because I always thought I had Crohn's disease. I was like, look, kind of know about Crohn's disease. I have a friend with Crohn's disease. It sounds like that's what I have. So they did a bunch of tests and they were like, well, you do not have Crohn's disease. And I was like, oh, well, great. And they're like, yeah, but you do have all the symptoms of Crohn's disease. I was like, okay. And they're like, yeah, we couldn't find any. You know, we did blood work, which as far as I know is how they process that. I don't know why they needed a stool sample, but they're doctors. They probably knew what they were doing. But as far as I know, the blood came back. You don't have Crohn's disease. You just have the symptoms. You know, you get the horrible stomach pain. You get the... let's not go into details. You don't want to hear about it. But it's unpleasant. And basically, when they don't know what's wrong with you, and it's an inflammation in the bowels and such, they just write it off as inflammatory bowel something. Which, you know, I can't remember what it's called. This was probably 4 years ago that I did this. Don't remember what it's called, but I remember thinking, oh, it's IBS. And they're like, no, that's irritable bowel, whatever. And they're like, this is inflammatory bowel, whatever. And I was like, well, okay, whatever. So I have some stomach issues. What I really need is a colonoscopy because it could be potentially polyps or something, I guess. But I don't want a colonoscopy, which is stupid because I shouldn't be in my head about it. I'm doing something, you know, for my health to be more healthy, you know, and to ensure that I'm safe and everything. I should just go get it done. But in my head, it's like, oh, but then people are going to see me. I'm going to be in a vulnerable position. What if I say something under the influence of the anesthesia that, you know, freaks people out and they're judging me? Or what if I, you know, like, I don't know. It's just, the idea freaks me out. So I don't like doing it. I think we have enough cookies. Brownies too. I do like brownies more than cookies though, so we'll take some of those. There are vision increased, which means the poison... oh, maybe I thought the poison backed off, but I guess not. It seems to expand in certain squares. Like if you look on the right side, it's expanding. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, some machinery. Bookstore didn't have as much in it as I thought it would, but we did get some good stuff. So I'm not disappointed, really. We got to go out the front door because we have the wheelbarrow, but... Oh, it's dead now. Well, we're going to go up here and we're going to smash these zombie corpses. Because we... You know, they did all the work for us. I don't want to have them all come back. I mean, although I guess it doesn't particularly matter because I don't know how much time we would spend in this area of the map. Cop zombie, two-way radio, has a battery in it, and we'll take it. Corpses, corpses, corpses. I guess we'll start collecting gold and silver for potentially reloading later. Although that's not something that's going to happen soon. Nothing, nothing. Funnel, cash card, cranberry juice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sick all the time. The last 3 or 4 days I left for work and had to come home halfway through. I drive a route, so like I go to the same places every day basically, and I'm usually pretty close to home, but not super close. And sometimes I'm just driving and my body's like, hey man, you should go home right now, or you're gonna have some problems. And then I speed home and then I get sick and then I go back to work, and it's like, oh, wish this would stop happening. I wish my body wouldn't turn against me for no obvious reason. So we're gonna mark the bookstore as explored. I feel like I'm just complaining at this point. Why don't we head to the gun store, which is to the northwest. There's a pawn shop up there too. They can have some valuable stuff. Come on, Zamba dog. Don't want to deal with the wasp. We will continue smashing things as we go. Okay. Am I running? I'm not running. I'm just from smashing, I guess, out of breath. Maybe on the way home we'll butcher some of these wasps and see if we can get our dinner. Don't like the wasps. One of my least favorite things to come across in the early games. This is the pawn shop. We'll pop in, take a look around. Yep, it's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I can never remember which buildings have alarms and which don't. Okay. Satire novel, no. Mini spear gun. 1 round of spear gun. It's a handgun. Takes a spear gun spear. Small underwater fishing implement designed to fire a specialized type of spear using tension in a rubber band. Okay, so it's not like a pneumatic. It's one of those lower... It doesn't matter. While highly effective when used underwater, it is nearly useless on dry land. Well, that's disappointing, because that seemed really cool. But that's okay. Gonna come in here. Ripped our cargo pants. Not a super big deal. I do need to start training tailoring at some point. Sewing techniques, speak of the devil. Thank you very much. Chainsaw. Electric chainsaw. Which battery does this take? Medium. We might potentially use this. It would save us some time when cutting down trees. Lumbering tool. Moonlighting as a weapon of opportunity. If loaded with batteries, using this item will cause it to turn on, turning it into a very powerful but unwieldy melee weapon. Yeah, we don't want to use it for melee, but we will take it. I suppose I should be looking at the clothing as well, just in case we came across a valuable piece. Ankle sheath we will take. Will be nice when we have a knife. That's a chain. We don't need that. I guess the bathrooms. Back room. Pretty disappointing. Cutlass. Ooh, looks real. Deals a combined 31 points of damage with a +2 to hit. And it has a high block ability. It's a broad saber known for its use by sailors and pirates. Sword appears to be made very poorly, but it should stand up to a few swings. So I'm guessing it doesn't have the flimsy tag. It is budget steel, but that's pretty fantastic damage. We're obviously not going to use it because we have the wood spear, or the iron shod quarterstaff, which has more combat abilities, which is what I'm focused on. Plus it already has the high blocking ability. So this is not one of the open versions. I don't even know if they kept my open version in the game. Yeah. I mean, I see some rifles. The Garand, Mosin, and another Garand. So, like, older firearms here. World War II era firearms. Another Remington. So, shotgun rack. Handguns. It's nice to see them kind of organized here. Ammunition. There's some double-aught shot, which we really want. Nothing else. 223 has some value. 9mm I could do without. And the 45s are fine. I think we found a pretty nice 45 handgun. I don't know why I came up here to fight you, but I did. So let's duke it out. Nothing. Yeah, we're going to ignore you. Let's see if the metal sawing is still broken. I did go to the GitHub and alert them that the metal sawing is instant. Yeah, so it's still pretty instant, which is not how it's supposed to be. Yep, that's smashing up shelving inside, I guess. Okay, energy drink. So we'll grab all the ammunition, of course, and then we'll probably grab all the guns as well. It never hurts to have them, even if we're not going to use them. We don't need to keep the double-aught on us. Don't need the cutlass. I don't know why I even grabbed the cutlass. We really don't need it. Probably never going to use it. I suppose we could wear the ankle sheath. We'll put all this in there. It should actually be getting pretty full, I would think. Yeah. Grab all this. Actually should probably call the episode. Oh. Hello. I heard you knocking. There we go. Yeah, I should probably call the episode. We'll continue sorting through this in the next episode. Maybe we'll get some actual conversation going instead of just, me talking about my health issues. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, maybe consider clicking the like button. Maybe consider leaving me a comment or subscribing. All of those things help my channel out and help put my content in front of new and more people, which is the whole point of YouTube, is to be super duper famous or something. I don't really know. So now that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.